Greetings, Inquisitors! Welcome to the Holocron. This is the week 129 update for the Darth Loquitur account. I update this account's progress every week, go through all the characters, ships, datacrons, upgrades that we're doing so that you all can follow along. Please remember, as we get started, hit that like button. It helps me, it helps the channel. I'd appreciate it if you could help me out. All right, let's see what's going on. So I thought I could get Bastila a lot further along than this, but yeah, we didn't get very far on Bastila, so we got a long way to go. Didn't make the relic target for her for this week, so we'll set that out for next week. We got Conquest coming up, so hopefully that'll give us a boost and we'll be able to get that taken care of. We're going to upgrade General Skywalker with the best gear that we have. He'll get the first clicks. Of course, we're going to want to relic him as soon as we can get him to 7 stars and get working on him, so we'll probably finish out the Jedi Knight Luke team first. We're going to get some upgrades on Skiff Guard Lando. He goes to 7 stars. We get him to gear 10. We're going to work on Bush Leia as well. Get her skills worked up to the non-Omega level skills. Get all that stuff put on. We'd also have enough credits to keep working on stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and continue with the Jawa. Take him up to level 85, put some initial gear tiers on him like we always do, put some initial skills on him, and get him staged for completion later. Alright, so that puts us in pretty decent shape on our journey. We've still got Fennec that we're going to relic, so got Greedo close to gear 12, so we'll be in good shape. Get a promotion on this 8th brother. That maxes him out at 7 stars, so a bunch of our farms have finished up in the last couple weeks. I take a moment here to kind of fix this, get some squads set up again. 7th sister can get a promotion, and then 2nd sister can get a promotion. So we're in pretty good shape on these Inquisitors. It'll be a while before we ever build them, but I'm using my hard farms for that stuff to prepare for the future. So we're in good shape there. Stormtrooper Han, I'm going to go ahead and take him up to gear 12. I might work on his mods here in future weeks. We do have that Santa Staros team going that includes the Stormtrooper Han, so depending on how that turns out, we may or may not invest a little bit more in him, but for now, to at least take him to gear 12. Ship-wise, not much to do in ships. For Skywalker, we're going to lock down the rest of his gear, so he can get more clicks again next week. I go through the initial stuff on mods. I spent quite a bit of time sorting through all these arrows and picking some arrows that I could sell. We've got a lot of arrows, and at the end, I mean, it doesn't do you any good to have 27 arrows with speed on them. You can narrow that down to the best ones, so I did that. Here we miss on a slice, go for another one, miss, go for another one, miss, go for a 4th one, miss. 0 for 4 on gray mods this week, or I guess 0 for 5 actually. Anyway, sell off the rest of them. Nothing to see here. We get some blue and green mods. This green one looks good. We miss on it. It's got 10 speed, so we poke at it again and miss again. Then over here, same thing. We take another poke at another mod. Another failure. So 0 for 7 so far on mod development. But that's alright. Here we're selling a bunch of mods that have 1 speed roll on them that we didn't want. We've got this mod that's got 17 speed on 3 rolls, which is really good. So we're going to go ahead and take that up. Let's do some 6-dot slicing. We get it to 22 speed here. We're going to slice it all the way up to gold, and we just keep missing. We'll go over here, recalibrate the tenacity, and we hit speed. So we get 4 here, make it a 26 speed mod. So that's nice. So there we go. You know, all those misses, statistics catch up with us and we get a hit. Here we do some 6-dot slicing and we get another hit. It's only at 18 speed mod, but crit damage is nice. Here we get potency. That means that this next roll has a 33% chance instead of a 25% chance to hit speed, but we don't end up getting it. Since we got Skiff Guard Lando up to gear 10, we go ahead and finish working on his mods. Get him up to 240 speed, some extra stats. That's not great, but he's started at least. He's got mods on him in case we find a use for him somewhere in Grand Arena. And that's it. That wraps up the improvements for the account this week. Not a whole lot of stuff, but some decent improvements on gas and some other characters. So overall, keep making progress. Galactic Power 6.11 in week 129. We added 30,000 no relics, so it's still 69 relics, 87 zetas. 10 Omicrons are still applied. Might have to apply the Omicron to those Geos for territory wars. I think that might be just something that we have to do for the guild. We'll take a look at that for next week. In Fleet, Profundity still getting us top 5. Grand Arena, we're in Kyber 4, and we pushed Bastila out to next week. Hopefully we'll be able to get that done. The energy plan is still the same. We're doing 000 BT1 and the Inquisitors. And then in Fleet Energy, we're doing the TIE Defender and the Sith Fighter. Cantina Energy, Signal Data, or Sing. I've been trying this thing with mods where I do slicing materials on the weekend and mods all throughout the week. So I'm actually going to try applying the same logic to Cantina, where I do Cantina Energy all through the week and farm characters on the weekend. So again, just trying to get a routine and some kind of split that works, that I can remember and maybe share with other people as a good guideline. And so far, it's working okay. We'll see how that works out over the long term. If it gives me the right amount of signal data, maybe I can farm more or less on characters. We shall see. The Relic Countdown. So I was looking at timing the Jabba journey and how long it's really going to take me to get that, assuming that the raid's going to be out in the next couple months and all that. I do want to build the Jedi Knight Luke team, so I still have Bastila and Old Ben to Relic for that team, and we're going to use that team specifically for killing off SLKR teams. And of course, if it's good enough to kill an SLKR team, it's going to be good enough to take on all kinds of stuff in the GAC. So if we don't have, in most matchups, we're not going to have an SLKR to kill. It's just that if we do see him on defense, I really, if I can get away with a non-GL team, that's good. Otherwise, there's plenty of stuff that team can beat. Same way with this Fennec team. We do Fennec, Grief, Mandalorian. We've got Beskar, Armor Mando already done. We've got Bosk. I may have to take Bosk up to higher relic levels, put him like relic 8 or 9, to make sure I can soak all kinds of hits on this team and make it a Vader killing team. And the same thing goes for that. Just like the Luke team, if I don't have a Lord Vader to kill, then for sure there's something else I can kill with the Fennec team. So we're making this as 2 strong offensive teams. And then I think from there, once we get another good team or 2, we're going to go back to putting a stronger defense down because we'll have enough offensive tools to get through Kyber. The rest of the journey, we get back to Jabba. There will be 10 more relics to do there, including Jabba himself. That makes a total of 16 relics and, about a little less than 9 days per relic is what I'm averaging right now, about 8.8 days per relic for the last 6 months or so. So that puts Jabba 16 relics away at about 140 days, which would be early September at the current relic rate, as long as I can maintain that. So, I don't know about you guys, but I hate waiting that long. It feels bad to wait that long for the GL payout, but I have a feeling that this count's going to go crazy. We're going to get Jabba, then we'll get JML right afterwards. We're going to get Inquisitors, Afra. So I feel like we're going to pack on some power. And then, maybe look to another GL or see about this new fleet. But I feel like the rest of 2023 is pretty much planned out. Like we know what we're going to get. And that may change, of course, as we see the new content, but that's what we're looking at for now. Ground War Tier 3 completion. Somebody had asked me to kind of landmark when I complete stuff. So once I got Jedi Knight Luke, the first time this Ground War shows up, it's not too hard to get. You survive the first round with your Jedi. You get the ability Heroes Arise or whatever it is. And Jedi Knight Luke gets a turn. He can stun everybody. You kill all the guys down to the last one. And by the time you're killing the last character on a particular phase, you should have that call reset. So then you do that, and all of your Jedi assist, and it gives Luke a free turn. That means when you start the next tier of battle, that Luke gets to go first. He stuns everybody, and you basically get the first turn for them working through their stun, as well as a second turn when they're building up their turn meter. And as long as you bring in characters that do enough damage, you'll be able to kill off all the bots. And they all have the same speed. So like on the levels where there's 6 B1s, you got to get at least 4 of them killed before they take turns. Because if there's 3 or 4 left on the board and they all get to take turns at the same speed, they'll kill one of your characters for sure. So you do need to have enough damage to make sure that even if they do get turns, that it's only 1 or 2 characters and they won't kill whatever's on your board. But other than that, you keep using that ability to kill the last character, and you just kind of go through the tiers. And there's some characters that can't be stunned, like Dooku in the end I don't think can be stunned, but the team didn't have a problem working through it. So 3 stars, never have to play it again. Yay. I did take a look at mods this week. I was doing some other stuff, and so I had run the Omega bot, so I'm going to go ahead and include that chart here. So here you go. Here's the Loquitur account. You see at the top, mod by rarity for Darth Loquitur. Omega score is up to 7.1, and then the top 110, which is basically represents your presence in Grand Arena. With all the teams, you need 22 teams at 5 characters each, is the top 110 characters. So my mod score for that is 9.28. Pretty good. I feel like I'm about to break 10, so hopefully, the next time I look at this, I'll be up to 10 or 11. That would be nice. Just keep rolling that up. I also think it's interesting to see this big spike here with the 9, 10, and 11 speed mods. So basically the way it works, when I'm getting 6, 7, and 8 speed mods, you can see the 6 speed mods pretty much get sold. The 7 speed mods pretty much get sold. 8 I keep some of. The 9 speed mods, I don't really want to sell them. I'm going to go ahead and use them on a character, but I often don't slice them. So the biggest peak on there is 9 speed mods. And then you see 10 and 11 are pretty relevant as well. And 10 speed mods are the ones that don't work out at purple, so I keep them and quit slicing. And then 11 speed mods, we have some of them, same kind of thing. We're always going to slice them to purple. Some of them don't work out and they stay at purple, but yeah, it's interesting to see that kind of that peak at 9 where I'm not interested in trying to slice. If I slice those mods, I might get some speed hits, but I'm always looking for like the best speed I can generate. It's not as many 25 plus speed mods as I would hope for on this account. And for anybody who's watched it before, when I go through all my mods, I have a ton of these mods that are 20, 21, and 22 speed that are all gold 6-dot mods that never hit their 5th speed. So a bunch of these mods that are down around 20 to 22 are actually only 4 speed hits in their stats. So it's unfortunate. I feel like with better statistics, I could easily have like 10 more mods that are over 25. But yeah, we'll settle for what we got. It's still pretty good. Getting there. All right, so just as a reminder, the 2023 planning, we're going to work through the JKL team. We're going to relic gas. We're going to work on that Fennec Lord Vader counter. And then we're going to go into Jabba. After that, there's some options here. Santa, Afra, some things like that. And then we're going to work our way into JML. I don't know if Star Killer is going to be in there. I keep pushing him off. It's not a bad character. It's not a bad journey, but it's just I can't find the priority for it. It's a good team, but there are some counters to it that beat it pretty easily in Grand Arena. So I feel like, most people have something to beat Starkiller. So I don't know that it's that great of a defense. On offense, it can kill Galactic Legend Ray if you play it right and some stuff like that. So I don't know. If I want to continue to build my Galactic Legend killing team repertoire, then maybe I'll prioritize Starkiller a little more. But that's the way I've got it laid out for now. We'll see. We'll see as we get there. The Sana team is probably just 2 relics, so it's not a whole team. The Afra team is, of course, will be the whole team. Alrighty, that's going to wrap it up for week 129 update. Thank you all for coming in and hanging out. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave your comments down below. I'm always happy to hear what you guys have to say. Comments, thoughts, criticisms, whatever you got, put it down in the comments, and let's have a chat. Remember, as always, the link to the Discord is in the description down below. We've got a fantastic Discord. Just click that link, head on over, hang out. If you're a new player, there's plenty of people there to help you, to answer your questions. And even if you're not very talkative, you just hang out, see what other people are saying. It's a good place to be if you're a new player. So hope to see you over there. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next Holocron.